Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Terri. I make Philippine Travel Updates. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, guys. I make Philippine Travel Updates. Not just travel, but Philippine updates in general. Let's move forward with something positive. What about IATF, Jennifer? Here we have a logo of IATF, Maskless Philippines. Can you imagine not having to bring face masks when going outside? IATF. We haven't heard from them for a very long time, but IATF guys recommended optional wearing of face masks outdoors according to the Department of Health. And the Palace malls voluntary outdoor masking by late 2022. According to officer in charge of the Department of Health, Maria Rosario Vergere, this IATF Reso is recommending to our president to liberalize the use of masks outdoors. It is only for outdoors and not for indoors. So let us be very clear. This is only about outdoors, guys. They're only talking about lifting the mask requirement for outdoors. If this is approved, the president already made a verbal statement allowing the lifting of outdoor mask requirements. So I'm sure this is gonna be approved as soon as the resolution is issued. According to Vergere, this is not yet a policy. Okay, we still have to wear masks as of right now outdoors, but the president still needs to issue an executive order for this. I'm sure it will come soon. This is a positive move to the right direction. Continue to live normal. I was just in school, the other day, picking up my cousin, and I noticed that most kids really don't wear their masks. It's because of the weather here in the Philippines. It's very, very hot. Imagine 34 degrees Celsius, 50 children in one classroom or 40 children in one classroom, and a teacher with just 3 electric fans. That can be very, very hot, humid. I understand why most of them just pull their masks down. Anyway, the classrooms have big windows, they're wide open. I think it's just reasonable. Children cannot learn if they are uncomfortable. If you can remember, Governor Gwen Garcia of the Cebu province already made the move since June 10, 2022. How long is that? She's done it 3 months ago. Cebu province has lifted the outdoor mask requirement 3 months ago. They're way, way ahead thanks to their governor who is very proactive. Anyway, Cebu City even followed last August. They're good for them. So I hope the whole Philippines will follow. The president did not react on Cebu lifting the outdoor requirement. So it seems like, well, silence means yes, right? So it's already actually the norm. You go outside and you observe people here in the Philippines. Most of them are not wearing masks outdoors anymore. It's very common. It's already the norm. The government it's just a late reaction. Go outside and you will see, guys. By the way, people may not seem to know, I'm actually, guys, here in the Philippines. I've been here more than a year now. I haven't gone back to Australia. But anyways, Hong Kong. Hong Kong activates monkeypox response plan as resident returning from overseas confirmed as city's first case. Jennifer, this is Philippine Travel Update, right? Where are we talking about Hong Kong? Well, guys, did you know that their first case of monkeypox is a traveler coming from our beloved Philippines? Oh my goodness. And that traveler who flew to Hong Kong from Manila used Philippine Airlines, and with this, Philippine Airlines advises that one of their passengers on their PR300 flight last September 5 from Manila to Hong Kong was reported to have a case of monkeypox. You guys, if you know somebody who was in that flight, please notify them. Oh, they would be in Hong Kong na, diba? Anyways, Philippine Airlines are notifying the passengers on the flight who are in close proximity to the affected traveler. They're also coordinating with Hong Kong authorities and the Department of Health of the Philippines. Well, would you really think, are there a lot of monkeypox cases in the Philippines? Jennifer, what's the update on that? Actually, the last update was 2 weeks ago when Department of Health reported the 4th case. It was from a 25-year-old Filipino with no documented travel history. But local spread of monkeypox in the Philippines is still unclear. Still unclear. But do you really think, did he catch monkeypox here in the Philippines? That traveler, did he get it here? I don't think so, and even Hong Kong authorities don't think so, because this traveler arrived in the Philippines on September 2 and left the Philippines on September 5. So what? He was only here for like 3 days? Nah, he was only here 3 days. Plus, this Hong Konger had recent travel history from Canada and the United States, which we know have thousands of cases, especially the US. Even Hong Kong authorities suspect that this traveler contracted the disease there, not in the Philippines. But what I find questionable is because this traveler already had symptoms as early as August 30. He already had rashes, swollen lymph nodes, and sore throat. And he flew to the Philippines on September 2. So he was already having those symptoms, and he still flew to the Philippines without even having tested or going to the doctor. Right? And don't tell me he doesn't know. Monkeypox is all over the news. So he already had the symptoms when he arrived in the Philippines. And if you can remember in One Health Pass, in the One Health Pass platform, which he did because he landed in the Philippines, there's actually questions there about, or do you have symptoms, or 14 days before swabbing, or any knowledge of being exposed to a person diagnosed with monkeypox. Maybe he doesn't know that he was exposed. Still, there's a question here, have you been sick? He could have said yes and put rash there. Lymph nodes, come on, rash maybe, but swollen lymph nodes, this person should have went to the doctor before traveling to the Philippines. Anyways, it's always best to be honest when we're filling out the One Health Pass. And if you can remember, before you submit One Health Pass, there is actually a question. I hereby attest that all information stated in this application are true and correct. Based on my personal knowledge, I am fully aware that I can be subject to criminal liability for any misinterpretation on my part. Anyways, the big question is, can you catch monkeypox on a plane? According to a doctor, monkeypox can spread through surfaces, but it is unlikely that you'll get the disease from a plane seat or a hotel because of the standard cleaning and disinfecting procedures. Well, if they do the right thing of proper cleaning and disinfecting, it shouldn't spread through surfaces. About that monkeypox, what we can establish is that Hong Kong authorities doesn't think the traveler got it here in the Philippines, which is good. Our OFWs, kababayans in Hong Kong, are worried that this may push the Hong Kong authorities to quarantine travelers from the Philippines. Anyways, this is all the update about the Philippines. I'll let you know if anything changes. But God bless you all and stay safe.